What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding. Today's topic is Andrew Vollert and the tight ends coach. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that sub button, uh, hit the bell, select all, and leave a comment down below if you feel inclined to do so. So let's get into it. Today, I saw a video of Andrew Vollert, the tight end, getting cut. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, it's a typical 80-man roster cut, right? Wrong. Let me tell you why. This cut is important right now. This man walked into the tight ends coach's office and said, "This is bull that he was cut." He had worked his expletive off and he had worked hard to try to make that roster. You know what that tells me right there? You know what that should tell all of us right there? That should tell us all we need to know about the motivation of this staff coming into 2020 and beyond. These guys are motivating these guys properly. They are showing that competitive fire that we've been looking for since 2015. 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years. We've been sitting on losing teams. And the players just like, "Oh, woe is me. I don't care. I'm just playing for a paycheck." You know? They didn't care. You know, it was like we already knew we weren't going to make the playoffs a couple of those years at a certain point. And I got to tell you, it drains the motivation. It really does. Out of this, it sucks the energy out of this franchise from top to bottom. So to see that going into training camp this year, and this is only week 2, ladies and gentlemen, to see that type of motivation and energy from a player just being cut that rarely ever shows emotion. Come on. Like, how cool is that? That should be absolutely uplifting right there. That's what we're looking for. That tells me that this team is starting to get back on track. If we got a roster full of those types of players right there that are competing for jobs, that are trying to get on that 53-man roster, that tells me every one of them understands what we are building. They understand what we are trying to do from 2020 and beyond with Matt Rule's coaching staff in this franchise going forward under Tepper. You know, that tells me they care about more than just a paycheck. Those are the types of players we need on this 53-man roster. You know how long we've been waiting for that? Folks, Panthers fans that have been staying loyal and sticking around for this long, rejoice. Because if any more of that happens right there, that's what we need to see. That's players getting upset for the right reasons. This man expected to make this roster. He expected to be a part of something huge. He expected, he bought into the message. He bought into what Matt Rule's trying to do. He bought into everything that we're trying to build. That shows me everything I need to know. And it should show you everything you need to know about Matt Rule and this coaching staff. Just starting out. Just their coaching styles. We haven't even seen them on the game field yet. But I can tell you right now, motivation-wise, A. That's an A grade from me right there. No, bump that. A plus. Because you know what? Ron Rivera would have never done that from 2016 on. John Fox would have never done that after we lost the Super Bowl in 2000. What? I don't even know. But that's besides the point. You know, Matt Rule is inspiring these guys. He is pushing these guys. And I love it. I love it. This guy put in 110% effort. That's all you could ask for. He has showcased his talents. He's put his cards on the table. He's done everything that has been asked to do. And he got cut. And he got absolutely upset about it. And rightfully so. If you work that hard and you're trying to build a career for yourself and you know what talents you have going in as a player, you're darn right you should be upset. You got full right to be. But knowing the business side of it and having that explained to him, he calmed down. And that shows me what kind of a man this guy is. His character. Understanding that there's a bigger picture. Understanding that there's a bigger way of doing things. A business. That it is a business at the end of the day. And you gotta trim down that roster to 53. That shows me a lot right there. That shows me his character. And that shows me the types of character that we have on this 80-man roster currently. After the trims, after the cuts, after everything's said and done, we have character in this roster. From top to bottom. That shows me right there all I need to know. And I'm beyond ecstatic to see that right there. And we as fans should be beyond ecstatic as well. This is what we've been trying to build, folks. This is year one. This is year one of 3. And when you build a full roster 3 years in, build off of free agents, build off of draft, build off of preseason, build off of whatever you need to build off of to build a successful franchise. At the end of year 3, if we can hold it all together and we can succeed and get our 10 wins in the second season, like Matt Rule's coaching staffs have usually done, this is going to be a heck of a team by the end of this tunnel. We are going through a transformational process right now. We are in a cocoon. And when we come out of that cocoon, this team's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be something that we have been waiting for since 2015, folks. And the only reason I'm mentioning 2015 as much as I have is because there was a reaction video with Jake Delhomme and one of the press people, I don't know his name, reacting to the Cardinals game in 2015, the NFC Championship game, I believe it was. Yeah. And they were discussing, the various aspects of that 2015 team. This is what we need, is finding this old footage where we were doing everything right and learning from it. And let's use those components. Let's transition that into our 2020 team. Let's implement it into what we're building so that we build something that is truly special instead of just relying on what we've had before. And I do want to mention one other thing before finish up this video, and that's I heard a trade rumor of KK Short. I think that's a horrible idea. I think it's a horrible idea on at least 10 different levels. You know, we have literally lost every captain except for him. And that's very, very disappointing and that's concerning. But at the same time, it's refreshing as well. We are looking at brand new players. We're looking at brand new people coming into this 80-man roster. We're looking at a trimmed 53-man roster at the end of this process. And we want the best players on the field that we could possibly get. And that's what Matt is trying to do. And the fact that we saw this kind of emotion out of a player being cut, you already know the deal. Like, sub, hit the bell, select all. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on this, because I am pumped. Keep pounding.